Hey, what's up, guys? M.Linez here. And Black Panther is about to be released. That's right. And I'm so excited. I just can't wait. And I know a lot of you guys can't wait.
I never freeze.
So the Black Panther has been around since the 60s, and his first appearance was with the Fantastic Four in Fantastic Four Volume 1, Issue 52, and the guy's been awesome ever since. As a matter of fact, the Black Panther was the first mainstream black superhero, and of course he paved the way for Luke Cage, John Stewart, Miles Morales, and also Black Panther shares his name with the Civil Rights Movement, but the Marvel character has nothing to do with the Civil Rights Movement. As a matter of fact, I've heard that the name Black Panther was there before the Civil Rights Movement. And with that being said, the guy's rich. Forget Tony Starks, forget Bruce Wayne. The guy's a king, all right? He's super rich, super smart. He has a lot of degrees and masters. He's a master martial artist. He has healing powers, superpowers, and of course, the Black Panther suit made out of vibranium. He's just straight up badass.
You show off?
So if you ask me, yeah, he's definitely in my top 10. And I was so excited and I was so happy when I saw him in Civil War. I think they handled the character well and it just left me wanting more. And of course now he's getting his solo movie, so I'm just super happy. I mean, ever since the MCU started, I've been waiting for a Black Panther movie. So I'm gonna say I really, really have high hopes for this movie, which is the point of this video. I really want Black Panther to be a classic.
Don't freeze.
I never freeze.
I mean, I'll settle for a Marvel classic, you know, the likes of Iron Man and the Winter Soldier. I know it's not gonna win an Oscar or anything, but maybe a nomination, you know. But for real, I really want it to be a classic. Like, you know, a box office smash, a commercial and global success. I mean, I just want the movie to be super successful.
I never freeze.
So why do I want Black Panther to be a classic? For me to answer that, we're gonna have to go back to June 29, 1988, when a special, well-crafted movie was released. And this movie is called Coming to America. So when Coming to America was released, it was a box office success. The movie was crazy. The movie's hella funny. It was the third highest grossing movie that year. So the movie did pretty well. If you ask me, it's an 80s classic. And I'm sure the majority would agree when I say that. And yeah, I just love this movie. I mean, it's Eddie Murphy in his prime. It has a great cast, James Earl Jones, Arsenio Hall, like I said, Eddie Murphy, and a lot more. And it's just funny. I mean, until today, the movie holds up, honestly. I mean, I loved it as a kid and I still love it now. I'm not gonna say it's a perfect movie, obviously not. But I really think, you know, it is a classic. Do you know what? If you haven't seen Coming to America, please check it out and then comment below, tell me what you think.
You've grown a mustache.
Now, the reason why I mentioned Coming to America, besides the fact I consider it a classic, is because the movie is based in Africa and America, mainly in America, but it starts in Africa. And the way the Africans in Africa is depicted is just beautiful. I mean, I loved every part of it. It's peaceful, it's a kingdom, and it's beautifully shot. The cinematography was crazy. It's just nice to watch. And I'm saying this because there hasn't been a movie like that since. I mean, the way Coming to America portray Africans is just so positive. But now, every single movie coming out of Hollywood that are somewhat successful and the movies based in Africa is usually based on genocide, murder, poverty, corruption, just the worst parts of Africa That's all they show. And you know, I've been to Africa. It's a beautiful place. It's a little confusing. And what I mean by that is, you know, it's the best of both worlds in the same place. So you can look to your left and you got a guy right there begging with no shoes on. But then you turn to your right and there's like a Lamborghini and a Range Rover just driving past you, and you know, some beautiful buildings, and it's crazy. It's really the best of both worlds in the same place, but it's a beautiful place. And I think that Hollywood just shits on Africa every chance they get, because every single one of their films are about the same thing. Like I said, genocide, murder, poverty, slavery. And then you get The Lion King. But The Lion King is still a piece of shit. Now hold on now. Don't jump on my throat. There's a reason why I'm saying it. Disney gave us the world in their cartoons. So you know, you got Snow White. That's Germany. I think Rapunzel is from Germany too. And then you get Belle and Cinderella. Those are French. So as you can see, we're spending some time in Europe. Then we have Jasmine. She's from Persia, modern day Iran. We're in the Middle East. And then we fly to Asia, Mulan. That's China. And then we fly to the US, Pocahontas. And then we land in Africa. And you know what we get? Rafiki the Wise Baboon.
Really, nigga?
Why didn't Disney draw the Africans? Why not? Like a whole bunch of animals. And I know Disney do that a lot, you know, it's just animals and all. But most of the time, they've been to that town already with real humans, princesses and prince and kings. And just look at this map right here. So that's why I think that The Lion King is still in that list, because I bet if Disney drew us, the cartoon would have been about slavery, genocide, murder, or poverty in some way, and they would have painted it all up, all beautiful, a bit like Pocahontas, like it's a beautiful story. Anyway, I digress.
I never freeze.
But overall, that's why I want Black Panther to be a classic, because I know it's going to show Africa and Africans in a good light. With Wakanda being a hidden place and all the technology and the vibranium, I know the Africans will be shown in a good light. Now, obviously, it's not a comedy like Coming to America, but it's an action film from Disney, so I'm sure there's going to be a lot of comedy. And just like Coming to America, you had Zamunda in Africa, which is a fictional place, and it's the same with Black Panther. It's based in Wakanda, which is fictional, just like Zamunda was. And I hope they paved the way for movies in Africa based on real locations, real countries, but still beautiful, and not based on the same shit like genocide and slavery. And I said that already, right? We already know what I'm talking about. Basically, Hollywood just shits on Africa, just showing the worst parts. And you know what? I've been there, man. Like I said, it's a beautiful place, man. There's a lot more we can make movies about from that place than our horrible history, or even present for that matter. So basically, guys, let me know if you feel the same way I feel. Do you want Black Panther to be a classic? Are you happy about the fact that, for once, Africa will be depicted in a good light once again, just like it was in Coming to America? And if you know any other movie where they actually portray Africa in a good light from the beginning to the end, let me know. I haven't seen that movie. It's probably out there. Chances are it's not as successful as Hotel Rwanda and you know, 12 Years a Slave.
Don't freeze.
I never freeze.
The revolution will not be televised.
Show me my respect and bow down. We own it.
Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Please subscribe. As a matter of fact, I might go ahead and review some of those Hollywood African shitty movies. And yeah, I'll be glad to talk to you guys about it and see what you think. So go ahead, comment below. Let me know how you feel about Black Panther. And I think it's so said and done. It's about that time. Thank y'all for coming out. God bless you. Good night. Peace.